the most expensive toys ever made. To most of us, toys are simply items of pleasure that keep us entertained for a few hours as we kill time. They can be cars, dolls, or more recently, computers and other gadgets. But out there, in the world of toys, are collectors and aficionados who are ready to pay out big bucks to get the best in their fields. It becomes less of a pastime than a must-have to them, and we're going to take a look at some of the most ridiculously high-priced toys ever. Crystal etch-a-sketch. These things were introduced in 1960 and sold for a measly $3, but in 2003 Schwartz created this crystal-covered monster for a massive $1,500. The toys are covered in 14,400 Swarovski crystals, and only 12 were made. Somehow I can't imagine many were given to kids. Giraffe. Is a rocking horse not flash enough for your kid? Don't want them to be in the same toy car as others? How about getting them to ride along on their massive toy giraffe? These giraffes can hold 150 pounds and are big enough for any child to sit on and pretend they're taking the best safari ever. Darth Vader. There was a special edition of the Star Wars bad guy Darth Vader 1978 telescopic version that was just $2.49 at first sale. This batch was discontinued because the telescopic nature of the lightsaber was disliked. If you have a box version now, it could fetch $6,000. Matchbox car. So many of these cars were produced, it'd be hard to wonder why one specific one could fetch a good price. But in 2004, a renowned Matchbox collector by the name of Jim Gallegos, who already owned over 150,000 die-cast miniatures valued at over $1.4 million, reportedly purchased a brown number 30 crane for an incredible $13,000. Toy sewing machine. Incredibly, this old piece of tin was bought at auction for $13,600 at a London auction house. It isn't made of diamonds or crystals, but it goes to show that cost is relevant to the person who's buying. Babe Ruth figure. Babe Ruth is one of baseball's biggest legends, and in 2009 an eBay auction of a figurine sold for $13,600. It was made by model creator Todd McFarlane, and this version was unique because the color of the hat is blue and not black. There are only 5 of these ever made, and 3 of them are owned by him. Lego basketballers. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal all have something in common. The Basketball Hall of Fame, I hear you cry? Wrong. They've all been immortalized in Lego as life-size models. Each of these models can cost around $15,000. Hover scooter. Want to get around in the coolest way possible? Want to glide to work in the morning and then seamlessly arrive at the gym too? Then you'll want to invest in a levitating hover scooter. The good news is you can get from A to B at 15 mile/hour speeds. The bad news is it'll cost you $15,000. Game Boy. There's a running theme when discussing things that cost a lot of money, and that theme revolves around gold and diamonds. This item is no different. The gold-plated Game Boy was made by Aspreys of London in 2006 and cost $25,000. Pez dispenser. You'd have to have been living under a rock for the past 50 years to not know what a Pez is. The small chalky candy that pops out of characters' mouths for kids to chomp on? A prototype made in 1982, believed to be made for the World Trade Fair, fetched $32,000 at auction. Whack-a-mole. Probably the most famous of fairground games after tin can shooting, the whack-a-mole involves hitting poor defenseless moles on the head as they pop up. It's something found in most arcades worldwide, but a highly customized version with opening doors and room for a bar was made for $35,000. VW van. A specific version of Hot Wheels' VW van was discontinued because the rear loading door clashed with the specifically made racetracks. This immediately made it desirable to collectors. To date, only 2 copies of this particular pink beach version have been found, and one owner bought his for $72,000. Pacifier. Babies around the world use pacifiers on a daily basis to do exactly what their name suggests: give parents a moment of peace. There's one that differs a little though. Created in 2013, it's made from solid platinum and weighs 250 grams. It costs $85,000. Toy crane. This list is from one extreme to the other. It's either gold and diamonds or rusty old tin for the collectors. This one is the latter. The Lionel 3360 Burrow crane is actually a prototype released in 1950. It was in perfect condition and fetched $85,000 at auction. Racetrack. When you like playing with toy slot cars, there's nothing better than a Porsche 917 replica that hides a scaled-down racing track within its shell. The track replicates the world's oldest speedway, Le Mans in France, and will set you back $125,000. Hot Wheels car. Another collector's item and another Hot Wheels one. On their 40th anniversary in 2008, Hot Wheels created a special diamond-encrusted car worth $140,000. One of the world's most expensive toy cars ever created, this model was made from 18-karat white gold and covered with over 2,700 jewels. Pokemon card. Pokemon is a worldwide phenomenon, and its trading card game was brought to life in 1999. This card is believed to be the rarest in existence. The Pikachu Illustrator card features a rare double star. Only 6 of the cards were produced. It was bought for $150,000. G.I. Joe figure. G.I. Joe is probably the most recognizable action figure in the world. The tiny action heroes of good guys versus villains had many a young boy fascinated for hours. This prototype was handmade in 1963 and is the world's most expensive toy soldier to date, costing an incredible $200,000. Barbie doll. Probably the most recognizable toy ever created, Barbie is the blonde bombshell that captured little girls' attentions from its creation. In 2010, a version was created for breast cancer research. It took 6 months to create this version wearing a diamond necklace worth $300,000. It was bought for $302,500. Wearable robot suit. I think everybody has once dreamed of donning a bionic suit and becoming a version of a robot only seen in sci-fi movies. Well, a Japan-based company has realized that dream. This suit lets you feel what it'd be like to be Optimus Prime for a bit. It weighs 5 tons and is 12.5 feet tall, and the price is $1 million, but it's cool as anything. Monopoly. There's a Monopoly board that was made completely from gold and is jewel encrusted. It was made in 1988 and took an entire year to build. If you want to buy it, you'll need $2 million, and that's real money, not Monopoly money. Teddy bear. Nearly every newborn baby is given a small bear when they're born, something to grow up with as their little buddy, and they cost as little as $5. Not this little guy. The stuffed Louis Vuitton teddy bear boasts the title of the most expensive teddy bear in the world. The toy was bought by Jesse Kim from Korea for a hefty price of $2.1 million. Lamborghini model. A car that symbolizes luxury, the actual Lamborghini Aventador cost nearly $400,000. As crazy as it sounds, there is a model of the car that costs a little more than that. Made of platinum, carbon fiber, gold, and diamonds, it'll cost you $4.8 million, but you can't drive it. Dollhouse. Dollhouses are the quaint buildings where children can play house with their little companions. There's one created that took over 13 years to finish and is worth more than most mansions around today. The price of this 29-room dollhouse was estimated at a staggering $8.5 million. Please subscribe for more amazing videos.